Today we're going to do a quick walkthrough of how I do water changes. First we'll start off with the RODI unit. I have this mounted out here in a cabinet out on the back porch with a pressure pump. As it makes the water, the wastewater goes down this nice little white line straight into the swimming pool, because otherwise it's just wasting water and we don't want to do that. The fresh water, the nice clear clean water, comes out the side of it into a freshwater storage bin out here that I have in the backyard. That's the one on the left. And then the one on the right is where I mix my salt water. So I started this process over the weekend by making a whole bunch of fresh water overnight and then added salt the next day and let the pump run all morning so that the salt's nice and mixed. I tested just a little bit ago and it's pretty much spot on with where the tank is, so we are good for a water change. It's actually a little bit high, but seeing as how the tank is a little bit low from where I want it, it should work out in the end. Then have this nice little water hose and this little water pull pump. The water hose and the pull pump come inside. You can follow the little green power line and the little green water hose. Come down around the corner through the back door. The electrical line is actually hooked up to the top off controller underneath the fish tank, where the top off is usually plugged in. The freshwater top off sits over here and is controlled by the float switch down at the bottom. The water hose makes its way up to the top of the tank through another little valve where it goes into the tank. So the way this works is when we come down here and we open up this valve right here, it starts pumping water out of the main tank into the bucket down here, which will fill up with wastewater. And then what will happen is the top off will get triggered and we'll start pumping fresh clean salt water through the hose and into the top of the tank where it can mix before it gets to the bottom. The idea is the fact that there's 120 gallons in the display tank. By the time the water being added to the display tank gets mixed up, goes through the overflow and makes it down to the bottom, I shouldn't be discarding too much clean water, and it should be mostly wastewater that I'm pumping out of here. So we will turn this guy on. Start pumping water out. Down into the bucket. And then we'll come up here and open this guy up. Get the feeder out of the way. Bubbles like crazy. Now the tank is currently emptying water faster than the other pump can fill it. As you can see, the flow switch isn't going too much farther down than where it was to begin with. And our bucket is very quickly filling up. We open this up all the way. It really starts to drain fast, and you can see it draining out the bottom much quicker. You can also see the water mixing. Well, I don't know if you can see it, but you can see the water coming in is a little bit cooler than the water in the tank, so you can see a little bit of the water churning. And we're about full. So now we'll kill this one. And then we'll sit here and wait as it pulls the water from the outside and slowly fills it back up to our mark. Here in a second, that should click. And that's how you do a fast water change. Now I just got to pick up the pipes and I'm done.